And we are following some breaking news right now in Minneapolis. The city of Minneapolis right now is responding to an extremely violent holiday weekend. Just last night, 8 people were shot at Boom Island Park, and they are still hospitalized.
And that's on top of multiple reports of gunfire, vandalism, and fireworks being shot at buildings, vehicles, and police cars. Paul Bloom is live at City Hall tonight. And so, Paul, what's the city's plan to address all of these safety concerns?
Well, Kelsey and Amy, they are discussing that right now. We've stepped outside of a news conference going on. It's Mayor Jacob Frey. It's acting police chief Amelia Huffman talking about what the mayor described as absolute, unacceptable, intolerable garbage that unfolded last night. The number's staggering here. The city just reported that between 9 p.m. last night, July 4th, and 4 a.m. this morning, more than 1,300 911 calls came in to service to the 911 dispatch center. I was just told when stepping out of the mayor's office, that's something this city looks to do in a 24-hour period in the height of spring. More than 1,300 911 calls. The mayor says unacceptable.
This is conduct that should not be acceptable in any city. The kind of violence, the recklessness, and in some cases idiotic behavior that we saw shouldn't be tolerated, and let me be clear, it won't be tolerated. People in our city deserve to feel safe, regardless of what neighborhood you live in.
So the belligerent fireworks, the gunfire, 8 injured at Boom Island. I have to tell you, I spoke to a lot of residents, particularly in and around the river in downtown Minneapolis today. They are shaken. They are disgusted. They are scared.
Were you worried someone was going to get killed?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of shocked that nobody did.
This condo resident at 2nd and Portland in downtown Minneapolis couldn't believe what he was seeing with his own eyes right outside his window overnight on the July 4th holiday.
It is 1:11, and this crazy stuff is going on still.
For hours and hours, fireworks, even sporadic gunfire between crowds of what he figures were late teens and early 20-somethings. He reports they would dodge the occasional law enforcement response to the area just a couple blocks from the river, only to return for more chaos and mayhem soon after. In fact, targeting residents, buildings, cars, and police squads.
But I've never seen this was it was like a war zone. I mean, everything was lit up. There was smoke billowing from everywhere.
Authorities eventually arrested one woman with an officer suffering a minor injury. Some neighbors telling us they were too shaken to speak on camera, but assisted in the cleanup in the light of day. The road here littered with bullet casings and fireworks debris.
They were out the windows, through the sunroofs, and they had these sort of shooter things for their fireworks, I think. They were just these rockets, and they were shooting each other back and forth.
Meantime, Minneapolis Park Police had their hands full through the night after gunfire erupted at Boom Island Park shortly before midnight. Large groups were gathered along that area of the Mississippi, though no formal fireworks show this year. Once the dust settled, 8 people injured in the mass shooting event. Several were reported in critical condition.
So 2 major incidents down around 2nd and Portland and over at Boom Island. It's interesting to note here, Minneapolis Park Police has the investigation of the mass shooting up at Boom Island. Minneapolis Police Department has the investigation of some of those antics with the fireworks. Again, 8 people injured in the shooting, 4 critically injured. We'll continue to monitor what's going on in the mayor's office right now to understand more about their plan, their public safety plan going forward this summer. One piece of breaking news the mayor did mention he does plan to announce the city's first ever commissioner of public safety next week. So next week, a commissioner of public safety to be named. He hopes, at least on the surface, that at least helps them coordinate their efforts to keep the city streets safe for everybody. We're live inside City Hall tonight. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.
All right, Paul, we'll let you go. Well,